Covering my fat arms like to look at me.
Yeah, we're women. We're two pregnant women.
Oh
so
my God, yes. Oh, that's
finally.
right. Oh, you guys.
Hi guys.
Yeah, by the way.
Two preggos here.
Vanity just announced it today. We're both 40 and pregnant.
Yeah,
it's gonna be crazy, guys.
It's a fucking vibe.
It's not a good
and not
one.
a good one.
And we're gonna
it's sad.
We've literally decided we're gonna do a segment called 40 and pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, my pregnancy brain's already kicking in.
Right.
40
No,
and
that's
pregnant.
just your brain. It's just your brain.
40 and pregnant. Don't do it. Right?
Yeah, don't recommend.
Yeah, not recommended at all.
But yes, we have another episode of The Bachelorette. It's super crazy. We go back and forth. But it is winding down, and we're getting down to like the last of the last. So I'm super excited to share this date. This date is all about the White Bishop. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
the White Bishop and Sam did have a date, and there's lots to discuss. But
speaking of bishops, one got knocked off the chessboard.
Yeah.
Blackfish took a backseat. We're not really sure what happened. He just said that there was a lot going on.
So he actually
did say that he had something to talk to us about. Maybe he found a girlfriend. I don't know, but he's just been busy.
Well, we still love Bishop T.
We really do. Yeah.
Love him to death still. We still want him to be the Rapture. But
if he's single.
If he's single. Like, we don't want anybody that's trying to do too much. But
yeah, please don't try to
the nature of this is like, everybody's living their actual life. Like, this isn't
really
like
true.
this isn't a game for them. It's not a game for us. So coordinating people takes time. Keeping people interested takes time. In regular life, you're dating somebody, and then sometimes you're like, nah, I don't want to date you anymore.
Right. This is a real reality
That definitely
show.
happens in this show. So, R.I.P. Bishop T.
Right.
But it doesn't have to. You can always be resurrected.
Right.
Okay?
I dig it.
It can be Easter anytime for you.
I love it.
So right now what we're dealing with is we've got Bishop L, which is the White Bishop, and we've got Sean Norris, who you guys just watched his amazing episode.
Or will be watching it.
Love. If you haven't watched it already.
Yeah, we did.
You know how it is.
We actually did love Sean's episode. It was crazy.
He's so positive.
He's amazing. All I have to say is octopuses.
Yeah, that's still a thing, but we're working on. Hopefully, he's working on that. Let's find a cage. Let's put it in there. Like, you know what I mean? But we've got two people, one heart to win, and we're winding down, and we need to figure out who wins. Yeah. Before we go over the White Bishop's date, I did want to touch on. We had a late comer.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We had a late comer in the competition. His name is T.J. Moon.
Other people might know him now as Stephen Hawking. We
don't. Sorry about that.
We thought it was a joke.
We didn't know that book was his, but then we actually talked to him, and like that book was actually. And to be fair, I'll show you guys out in the editing. Like the picture he sent, it's like a regular. You can't tell that he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
It just looks like a guy.
Just thought it was a book
doing a motivational speech.
Right.
And I was like, wait a second, like I just didn't make the connection. So we hope to have him actually on the show. He has his own podcast, and we just fell in love with him. Yeah. Unfortunately, Sam didn't. She appreciated his efforts, and I'll show you guys. His efforts in the editing.
Yeah, also he did come in like really late to the show. That's the only thing.
He didn't know that though.
Yeah, but he didn't know that, and like I said, we're gonna let him come on and talk to us about like his book and his motivational speaking and his life.
Exactly, and it's gonna be an episode about not judging a book by its cover. Ooh, how fitting.
Good job.
How fitting. So stay tuned for that when this Bachelorette wraps up. We'll probably be done with this in the next couple of episodes. But all that stuff's on the table. This is where we're at. We got two guys. We got one heart to win.
Two guys, one heart.
Two guys, one heart. So let's get into it.
One heart.
Bishop L is like just a little recap of him. He's a day oneer.
Yeah.
He's a day oneer.
Well, actually, I take that back. I kind of had to convince him to do it, but then he did tell me that he really ended up really actually liking Sam, and that he was holding his feelings back. Okay. So that's also a segue into another thing I was going to talk about in the days, because he did share that he was actually opening up more in his life.
Yes, that was one of the things that they did touch on in the
Yeah,
future.
and I like that.
But he started off well. He's been very engaged with her.
Super.
They have, they've actually met outside.
Oh, they know
this.
each other from outside.
They know each other from outside, and we just had to convince him to join the show. So it's a little bit of a different dynamic than we have with Sean. Because Sean is completely online, even though he lives in New Mexico too. So the last two guys actually have a real possibility of being with Sam.
Or just being with Sam. Well,
logistically, it works for both of them. So that's always good. I'm just getting started in the date. The vibes. Let's talk about the vibes. The vibes.
Hey. We is live. How's your morning going?
Wish I could say bad.
Same wavelength.
Just like,
All right. We have some questions.
I do not want to be vertically awake.
No, my insomnia got to me last night. I didn't sleep enough, and I'm dragging ass, hence me looking more stoned than I normally am.
Welcome to the club.
That's called sleep deprivation. My brain hurts, but that's all right. The world turns. It's a new day.
Braining too much.
It's braining. It is what it is. At least it's not voices, right?
Yeah, that'd be a different.
It could be worse. I'm just saying, at least it's not voices. It could be worse. Okay. Well, we have to get down to these questions right here and get the rock talk, because we had to redo this because our first one didn't upload.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
We got different questions.
Yeah.
Vanity sent you questions.
Vanity did send me questions to ask you.
Okay, so do you want to go first? Do you want to go like back to back, like you ask one, I ask one? How you want to go about this?
Let's you ask one, I ask one.
Okay, you want
just in case that some of the questions are similar.
Okay, because we could just give it the veto pass.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll just do veto if it's the same. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's go with the first one. Why do you feel like you are ready for love at this time in your life, Mr. White Bishop?
Because I've taken the time to get to know myself better, and I felt that doing that would make me a better person for my next relationship. I can take everything that was negative in my past and make sure that doesn't happen again.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
What about you?
You have a question for me? Oh, okay. That one too? Okay. No, I'll answer it. Okay. I don't know. I'll answer this one though, because you asked, so I'll answer. I would have to say mine is that I took time to myself, and even to the point where I had to like kind of MIA like friends and people that were close to me, just so I could kind of like get my noodle dome right, after being in a marriage for 14 years and then transitioning into being a single like mom and doing all the things and going through the things, right? Like, where's the chase? How can I cut to it situation? So I think after doing that, and because I believe in it, therapy all day long, that helped me a lot. And after I kind of got over my own shit and started getting out of my own way, it made it a lot easier to be like, okay, well, I'm not exactly like, oh my God, I need someone to love me, But at the same time, it's like, okay, happy coincidence that I meet someone and we hit it off. Beautiful, right? So I think that it's not that I'm always looking for it. I just think that it's definitely always a possibility. So maybe the way that's worded and the way I explained it might be different, but I feel like that's what would make me in that aspect ready.
That makes sense.
If that makes sense, while I just stoner went around that for you and explained it like a pothead.
Well, I understood completely.
Well, at least you did. Good for you. Okay, you're doing well.
I'm a good listener.
Gold star.
All right. Here's the question I have for you.
Nothing but worried.
Nothing. What is something in your past that you're still healing from?
All right. Transparency, because I live in a giant glass mansion. House looks good for, that furniture is great from the front lawn, all right? So I don't throw rocks and I would be completely transparent. The last relationship that I was in this last year, coming up on a year now that we haven't been together, so that guy tried to kill me. That one kind of fucks with me. But other than that, I would say things that I work on, like normally from healing, is like enabling people and trying to hold myself accountable for what role I play and how long I let shit transpire whenever I'm sitting out here. Like, I just wanted to see how far you would take it. That's toxic. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
instead of doing that shit, I just try to do better. Just do better. Do anything, do something kind of situation, and do less of
Yeah.
that.
Vibes and vibes. Let's talk about the vibes. The vibes in it just. How do I? Okay, so Bishop has a great. He looked great. He dressed up.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little bit different than
We do
Sean.
like his house. Like, what did you say? It's like Rocky Horror meets.
It was like Rocky Horror Picture Show, Moulin Rouge kind
Yeah,
of.
like,
It
it's
has
like-
like a red light. I'll show you.
Like maybe a little bit
You'll
Tim
see it in the
Burton.
clips.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's giving Tim, and then you got some weird clowns and faces, and like that really threw me off. I was just like, you know what? We could have maybe the dining room, maybe the maybe the living room would have been a nice place
Yeah,
for.
but for Sam, that's like kind of her vibe. She likes goth stuff, so that fits her. Like I think one thing I notice about him and her is their personalities. They do like a lot of the same stuff.
They like a lot of gothic,
Like
kind of
morbid,
dark stuff.
like dark humor and stuff. So that they do vibe on a lot. I think the questions maybe in this date were very heavy.
Yeah, and by the way, just so Sam knows and everybody knows,
Yeah.
I did give some questions. They were not the questions that were asked on
Yeah.
this date. These questions were, unique and tailored to their needs.
Yeah.
So, they touched on a lot of things. One thing I did realize, they immediately got deep.
Oh yeah.
1 minute into the date, it was deep.
Yeah,
I was
we
like,
felt like,
damn,
are
we
we
starting in the deep end?
I know. Me and Barry were like, are we on the couch right now? Like, I felt like I was like being counseled myself.
Yeah,
It
was giving.
But then again, Sam did say she wrote some of the questions, and Sam went to school for counseling, so that makes a lot of sense.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was picking up on her, let's say her school training. Then.
Yeah, exactly.
It was very,
She's great at it.
Hey, Bishop, blah, 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 and then this,
Yeah.
and then, well, whenever I do this, I like to do this, and then he was like, well, and I was like, okay, like, it was very, and the subjects were very deep, so it was like, I did like that they could go
To
that
place.
deep within 1 minute, okay?
So obviously
that's a plus for me. It does take time
Yeah.
to open up to people.
Purple, yeah.
In general.
Yeah, did I say purple people?
You did.
Purple
It's
people.
'cause of the
you know,
purple
like,
dress.
I think it's that.
And what's going on with the
I
screen?
don't
It's like a
know.
glitch.
Yeah.
There's like, I
Even
guess
the
Annabelle's
computer-
here.
Even the computer's like, let's shut this off.
Yeah,
Let's
the computer's like,
let's
shut.
end this. Let's cut this out.
Was there a spell cast?
I don't
Like,
know. Is Ian here? did that
Guys,
doll
no.
get out?
This
I
is
don't know.
crazy. But, yeah, so, yeah, that's a plus. That to me is a plus that they went deep very fast.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, I was looking at the timing in the date, and it really did take a good 10 minutes for somebody to smile.
Uh-huh.
That's where I got a little bit concerned. It was so serious,
It
so
was very
fast
serious.
that I was almost like, hey, let's have some fun.
Right.
Like let's remember we're young still.
Right? Like I think this day is kind of giving like we've known each other almost like too deep,
Too long. Too long, yeah. And I don't know if I don't know what that means. It could be like a familiar thing and like, yeah, we've known each other a long time, but and we're comfortable and we can talk about these hard-hitting subjects,
Yeah, I think they have a very special connection as like close friends. I'm just not understanding the chemistry. I'll put it bluntly.
And that's not to say that it's not there.
I didn't say it's not there.
It is kind of a forced situation. You guys
Well,
know that. You
also-
guys have been on a date before.
Yeah.
You sit down and you're like, "Ugh."
Well, here's the thing. They did the date before, and I guess it went a lot. It was supposed to be funnier than this one, but this one just, like, we kind of forced them to do it because it was a redo.
Well, they did it
You
because
know.
they wanted to date each other, okay?
No, I know, but we didn't. We didn't make them.
Nobody
redo it.
was forced during the making of this show.
Not Vanity. Couldn't be Vanity. The
Not
tyrant.
me.
Right, the tyrant, the overbearing tyrant.
Right?
Oh
It's
my
as
God.
some people say. That's crazy.
I
People
know.
really.
I don't know how I got unfriended. I didn't even like do anything.
I'm overbearing just because I asked a question.
Look, I was just wondering where like you went. Like I mean, you went Casper on everybody. That's all I was.
Right, and I'm
I didn't
not-
go searching for you or anything.
You make a
Although I-
commitment to do something, and then I ask you where you're at, and now it's a problem.
Yeah, and then I like realized I wasn't friends with them. I was like, oh, maybe this was like an accident. No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. But that's okay.
That's okay. Like if
We're
people-
cool. Like, look, bro. Like, we don't care that much. Okay, I'll put it that way.
And honestly, we are so cool. You could have just said like, "Yo, I don't want to do this
anymore." Yeah.
That would have been that
Like,
would
and
have
then,
been
and then we'd
amazing.
be like, hey, we don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, trust me, we don't want to fucking do it either.
I think we're getting, yeah, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Me and Mary and Sam are kind of getting over doing the Bachelorette. I think next year's it'll be more organized.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's what. Listen, it takes a lot to try
It
something
does.
new, and I'm really proud of us for trying something new. And it really introduced us to all of you guys.
Yeah.
That being said,
That's true.
I'm still invested in Sam finding love, but everybody's
yeah.
got to be in the right place at the right time, and that's something that we're learning right now through this. And what is life? Life is we're here to learn and we're here to try new things. So
Yeah.
in that regard,
This was
it
all
is a
supposed to be
success.
good fun. You know what I mean? Like this was supposed
Exactly.
to be fun.
But back to Bishop and them. So they got deep really fast. We wonder about the chemistry. The whole day I put flirting question mark because I don't know where it was. I don't know where it was. There was a
few
one
funny
cute
little
moment
moments.
at 15:32. I'll play it right now.
Oh, we're gonna play.
Okay, my favorite one out of all of them, because I like to see the different answers, is how do you feel about 50-50 versus 100-100? For instance, I'm going to give you an example because I actually wrote this out. If you feel like I can only give 30% in a day, would you be able to pick up 70%? Do you feel like it's 50-50 that makes it equal, or do you feel like it's 100-100 that makes it equal? You have 3 options.
I think 50-50 relationship is the most ridiculous thing I've ever
Right
heard in my
now.
life.
Oh, we're gonna play it. Oh, okay.
No, I'll play it in the editing.
Okay.
You guys see,
Oh,
it's a
where
cute
is
little, Bishop laughed. He has his little dimples,
Yeah.
he little cute little
Well, and I
dimples.
think, like I said, I think this one was really like they were trying to knock it out, so that's why it wasn't really like as funny.
Yeah,
as the
but you know
first
what?
one.
When you have chemistry with somebody, you don't want to just knock it out.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, that's
so
a thought.
that's the vibe that I'm. Like,
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not sure how it is like when they're hanging out. You know.
Like
on
you
their
put me
own.
on the phone, you put me on a thing with my husband, and we're like, even if we have to do it for something, we're gonna be laughing, we're gonna be finding things to joke about.
Yeah, here and
It's
there.
that you're gonna feel the chemistry.
Right. That's
So
true.
for me, I was looking for that, but again, everybody is different. Everybody
Yeah.
has a different vibe. I'm a big jokester and I'm
Yeah,
crazy.
That's true.
So that being said, it could be a boat going both ways, but it is
Yeah.
a question mark. Okay, it's a pause for fucking concern. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now they talked a lot about their love. This is some good. They're very similar with their love language as
Yeah,
far
that's true.
as they are givers. They may focus more on others
Yeah, I think
than
so.
they do themselves.
Oh, I definitely think so for both of
They
them.
both said that in the date, and I really resonated with that. And I was like, okay, so they can. It seems like these two could understand each other
right.
due to that, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I do think there's a mutual care there that's genuine for each other. That is beyond obviously the chemistry, like a real true friendship.
Yeah, a deep-rooted.
That I see a
friendship.
very true friendship, and love can grow out of true friendships. So that is true.
That is true.
Yeah.
But I do wonder whenever you have two people that are more focused on others than themselves, I do
Right.
wonder if they have focused enough on themselves
At
in
all.
order to be ready
to
be together, or to be able to show
Right.
each other what each other needs to learn about themselves.
True.
So I feel like you got to have a mixture of focus and care on others, but you have to
Right.
have a healthy amount of focus and care on yourself.
Right.
And those things go together, and one without the other doesn't work.
Yeah.
So if one or both people are not in that place, it can get difficult.
Right.
And it gets hard that way. So I felt that it was hard between them.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I felt like there's something between them that's hard, that doesn't bring them together. It puts them walking side by side.
Mhm.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so too. Like I said, I'm getting more of a friend vibe from this.
Just from this date though, we're not in there.
Yeah, like, we're
not
not
there
there,
every day.
yeah.
We're not like, hey, what's going on? We're not in those private moments.
What else were we talking about? The 50-50 thing? Is that what we were talking about?
Yeah, Sam did a question about 50-50.
Okay, my
And you
favorite
guys-
one out of all of them, because I like to see the different answers, is how do you feel about 50-50 versus 100-100? For instance, I'm going to give you an example because I actually wrote this out. If you feel like I can only give 30% in a day, would you be able to pick up 70%? Do you feel like it's 50-50 that makes it equal, or do you feel like it's 100-100 that makes it equal? You have 3 options.
I think 50-50 relationship is the most ridiculous thing I've ever.
All right.
Because you're supposed to be a partner in a relationship.
Good answer.
So
You
if
passed
you're-
that round.
If you're 20, I'm gonna pick up the other 80. You know, if I'm 60, I'd expect my partner to pick up the other 40. You're supposed to be a team.
I'm not going to lie to you. I thought you were going to give me the dumb boy answer, but I like it. Do you know what the dumb boy answer is?
Apparently, no.
Okay.
50-50.
The dumb boy.
And you guys can let us know in the comments what you think about this. Like, should people be giving 50-50 in a relationship? Should people that are in relationships be if somebody's at 40, the other person comes at 60, and they just make up for whatever they had, or is it give 100%, give 100%?
Yeah, Vanity seems to think that's the right answer for everybody.
For me, no, I said that's the right answer for me. For me,
100.
Sam did mention, the math doesn't math, but I don't think that we're combining those things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at one person, and I'm looking at a percentage that you're giving, that one person is giving.
Yeah.
And that one person should be giving 100%, and that other person should be giving 100%. And then those people come together and they're giving their all.
Yeah, that's true.
And sometimes when you can't give 100%,
That's what he was
you're
saying.
giving
The other.
100% of whatever you have inside of you at that moment. Sometimes you don't have 100% in you at that moment, but you're giving everything you do have.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
It's
the dumb answer, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, I think they both agreed on like the making of where each other lacks, and I think
That's the point.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on.
That's the point.
Moving on.
No, I think that's good.
Yeah. What do we say?
Communication and accountability they did talk about.
Okay. You want to touch on that, Dr. Bill?
I know, right?
That's our
Like
new
seriously,
Dr.
like
Bill. I feel like we are Dr. Bill.
I feel
right
like
now.
people should come to me with their problems, and
Right.
I'll give them like unlicensed advice.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay.
Yeah, I feel bad for this.
We're definitely doing Dr. Bill.
Dr. Bill. Dr. V. Okay, so communication accountability. Bishop L was like, I'm big on that. When something happens, we got to talk about it. We got to communicate on it right now. Like, we've got to do this. Like, he says that his past, he has been through it before when he held back. And he said he used to be a person that shut down and didn't deal with it. But now he has learned his lessons and he's not like that. Whereas Sam was saying that she was more like I just shut down.
Yeah.
And maybe communication is something that she's working on. So I think that they can learn from each other in that regard.
Yeah.
You know, I also wonder about that though. Somebody that communicates hardcore and somebody that shuts down, I don't know.
Yeah, like
If
we
they
don't know
could-
if that's gonna happen.
I don't know that they can meet each other's needs. So
Right, yeah.
it definitely for this
I think they just
relationship.
approach things differently than the other. That's all I have to say about that. No big deal. Like let's keep it tracking here. What else? What was the other subject that we had to talk about? I can't remember. There was something else. Did we say?
No, we're just going through what
What's
they
this
said.
one?
Action or oh yeah, they were asking if they're action or talk, if they're about it. Like, are you gonna take? This is when it took a weird turn though. Like because Sam asked the question like, okay, are you an action take or like, are you just talk about it? Are you talking about it or you be about it? Because I'm gonna do both, which I love that answer by the way.
That was a good answer.
I was like, this is my bitch.
Sam's definitely gonna talk.
This is my girl. I'm gonna talk about it, but I'm gonna be about it.
Right.
And what?
I'm also gonna do it.
That's the way to be for me, and I love that about her. So I really enjoyed that. But Bishop didn't really answer that question. He just started talking about dead bodies or something, and
like they were talking about how like when they die. I know Sam asked him when they die how they want to die, and he said he wants to be taxidermy, but like put in a stuffed like.
Somehow the question got ignored, and then the next word I heard was like taxidermy me, and I was like, wait a second, like, I got really confused by that. So
Sam says she wants to be rolled up and smoked into a bleezy, like in how high? That's what I heard.
But that was okay. But that's after like I felt like Sam asked a serious question, and Bishop followed up with a weird answer that and then the whole conversation started
into a new thing.
Then we started talking about, hey, can I take your skull? And it just took a really weird.
Like the Legend of the Crystal Skull, like is Indiana Jones.
It got really weird.
I don't know.
And then I think somebody's blood got mentioned. Yeah, I was like, okay, this is giving Billy Bob and Angelina Jolie now.
Exactly.
So the point.
Billy Bob.
I was really concerned at that moment because it was just like, okay, I don't know, like. It was just not. It was serious, but it wasn't serious. Mm-hmm. And like I feel like I wanted to take the date more seriously.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted the date to be more seriously taken, and maybe them to want to take each other romantically more serious.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any focus on romance, and that concerned me.
Yeah. Okay.
That concerned me. I know that there's history off the camera, so. What I would say about the chemistry is it's a question mark. It's a question mark for me. We'd have to hear from Sam where she's at with it. But from the outside looking in, either they didn't let us into what they have, or it's not there.
Yeah.
That's
so I have to give this date. I'm sorry, it's like a 5 out of a 10 for me. You know, what did you say? What was like the rating?
Yeah, it's like I forgot what it was called. If you guys,
she called it something awesome.
It was like the compatibility meter or something.
Like the compatibility factor, dude.
Yeah, something like that. Like to me,
this date.
It's a 10 for friendship.
Yeah.
But
it's definitely a 10 for friendship.
But I didn't feel.
Oh my god, you're gonna have to finish this up. I gotta come talk to my progressive guy. I was like.
No, you don't have to do that. Just finish this. See, this is the one. Like you gotta have the sometimes adults don't even have attention spans.
It's not that. I got in all my accidents this week. I had 2 accidents.
You'll be okay. They're gonna be there.
Okay, hopefully.
But yes, the overall opinion about it from me is I'm gonna go ahead and 10 for friendship. I'm gonna give it like a 2 for romance because I didn't.
Oh, you gave it a 2?
Yeah, because there wasn't any romance there. The only time I heard anything about romance is whenever Sam said she was gonna paint clothes on her body, and he was like, "Ooh, that doesn't sound like a bad thing."
Yeah, he definitely chimed in for that.
I was like, "Okay, now there's something."
Right.
So I would want more sex, more appeal, more laughter.
Yeah, more laughter. I think we were looking for more laughter and jokes.
It was dark.
And I know that Sam says they actually joke a lot, usually in real life. And Bishop's usually a really funny guy.
He really is. He's a jokester.
I think that's why we were a little bit.
It's the cameras.
Yeah.
It's the cameras.
I think so too.
That's what I think. It's the cameras. So, basically, that's our commentary on this episode. This is where he's at, but it's not up to us, guys. This is Sam's.
Right. It's actually up to y'all. We're gonna let this last episode. They're gonna both do a talent show, and then we'll put some of TJ Moon stuff in it. And then you guys can also vote and decide, because like basically it's just going to be Sean and Bishop. So we're going to let the vote be up to you guys.
Yeah, you guys can vote on who you think should win Sam's heart, but Sam overall needs to, you know,
Also,
she's gonna she's gonna put in her input as well.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have a finale on this. So we'll have everything all wrapped up in a nice little bow, and then we'll move on to some other really cool topics that we want to do.
Yeah.
So yes. I think that was fun. We really appreciate Bishop L
he's
for
put
even
so much
doing.
effort in. Like, hey,
I love him.
Listen, on the food challenge alone, A++++, like 5 stars all the way.
Like, can I come to your house?
Right. Like, can we just go eat with you now?
Yeah, but let's leave the skulls at home. You know what I mean? Let's get out of the dungeon and let's go sit on the patio. Okay?
I like it.
That's what we're gonna do at Bishop's house.
I love that.
But anyways, thank you guys so much. Again, we're gonna put the like and subscribe thing. Man, we should have said that earlier. We're getting better. Maybe even we're getting worse. I'm not sure. But we appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys. Love y'all. Have a good one.
Cool.
Aw.